Passive income ideas is the topic of today's video because I'm going to share exactly how I am actually making an extra $8,000 per month, if not more, okay? And look, this video is not going to include some theories or some strange websites that you probably never heard about before, but instead, I'm going to share exactly what I've actually done and what it takes to generate consistent passive income. And if you watch this entire video, then by the end of it, you're going to have some strong passive income ideas that you can start implementing to make an extra $1,000, $2,000, or maybe even $8,000 per month in your sleep. So what I want to do in this video is cover, why I love passive income and the tax benefits associated with it, my 6 to 7 passive income streams, and what I believe to be the secret to making passive income that hardly anyone ever talks about. So if all that sounds good to you, then all I ever ask is for you to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It goes a long way in supporting our channel and helping this video reach more people like you who want to learn about passive income. Stay tuned. Hey there, and if you're new, then welcome to our channel. I'm Sean with Life Accounting, the accounting company that helps you save on taxes and build more wealth. Now, as always, what I'm gonna do is put the timestamps for this video somewhere down in the description below so that you can skip to the parts that you want to learn the most about. However, you should know that I have structured this video in a way that I'm going to reveal my lowest passive income streams to highest passive income streams and how I view the risks associated with each investment. However, this of course is not financial advice, and I'm just sharing what I do to give you some passive income ideas. All right, let's go to get this party started with number one, why I love passive income and what is it? So let's define this, okay? Passive income is often described as unearned income or residual income or mailbox money, or my personal favorite, making money while you sleep. Now, when I first heard about the idea of making money while you sleep, I thought, whoa, you're telling me I don't have to work to make income? No way, that's a scam, bro. Because when I first started making some good money, YouTube didn't exist and there weren't a lot of people with videos who were transparent about how they were making money and stuff like that. So I really thought that if you wanted to make income, you had to really work, and that passive income was something reserved for the rich and the wealthy, and that I had no chance of getting it. But of course, now I make thousands of dollars in passive income every month. So let me go ahead and explain to you how it actually works. So we all know that active income comes from active activities that you do, like working a W-2 job, for example. But passive income comes from passive activities that you do, okay? And so the IRS publication 925 classifies passive income into two categories. Number one, a business or trade activity that you do not materially participate in. And material participation can be summarized as a business or activity where you are working more than 500 hours throughout the year, and or you are substantially involved in the day-to-day operations. Now, the second type of passive activity defined by the IRS is number two, any rental activities, even if you materially participate, except for activities that fulfill your duties as a real estate professional. So passive activities can be stuff like leasing equipment or other assets, or rental real estate, or being involved in a business as a limited partner, or other businesses or farms where you as the individual do not materially participate. And you can be involved in all of these activities without actually working by investing money or getting it started up, which brings me to the first big reason why I love passive income, because you can make money passively. What? Really, Sean? Really? Okay, so maybe that one is a little bit obvious, right? Like, who doesn't want to make money while they're doing something else that they'd rather be doing? But once you come to the realization that making passive income is actually something that is a possibility, then we can talk about the second reason why I love passive income, and that's number two, the tax treatment. So here's the thing, okay? You can actually pay less in taxes on passive income than you pay on your active income. Wait a minute, Sean. So you're telling me I don't have to work and I pay less in taxes? Yep, that's a possibility. And that's because tax rates on passive income can be as low as 0%, depending on factors such as, okay, how long you held the investment for or the passive activity, the amount of profit earned or the net income that you made, and your overall taxable income. And that's because passive income can be taxed as short-term or long-term capital gains instead of facing federal income tax rates. For example, if you bought a stock and then you held that stock for more than 1 year, and after 1 year you had a gain and you went to sell that stock, that would be classified as a long-term capital gain. And in that case, you would fall into a long-term capital gains tax bracket, which is somewhere between 0% to 20% in most cases. Now, I can make an entire video where I break down how passive income is taxed in much greater detail. So if you would like to see me make a video on that, all you have to do is go down to the comment section below and let me know. Also, if you need help with tax planning or tax preparation, or you want some business consultation, then consider working with my team by clicking the first link down in the description below to learn more about our tax services and what we can do to help you. Anyway, let's move on to some of my streams that can give you some passive income ideas, starting with number 1, high yield saving accounts. Now remember, I'm gonna give you my lowest to highest passive income streams. And I'm gonna be honest, okay? I almost left this one off the list because it's such a low stream that I almost forgot about it. But nonetheless, I want you to know that I have an online savings account with Ally Bank that gives me a whopping 0.50% annual interest rate. And so even after I max out the FDIC insurance limit of $250,000, I expect that I make about $100 per month before tax by having my money in this online savings account. That being said, I feel like there is no risk having my money in this account, and although it is not a lot of passive income, it is still free money that I can use to maybe take care of a couple of dinners. And of course, there are other banks out there like Ally that offer high yield saving accounts, maybe even handing out more than 0.50% APY that you can seek out as well. So you can definitely add this to your no-brainer list of passive income ideas. Okay, moving on to number 2, I have dividend paying stocks and funds. Now, receiving stock dividends is a little bit more interesting because, okay, anyone can do it almost instantly and the returns can be pretty good. So how does all this work? Well, basically dividends are payments a company makes to share profits with its stockholders. Okay, this makes their company a little bit more attractive when they're seeking investments, and it gives investors more short-term upside. Now, I emphasize short-term because most dividend stocks are basically incentivized to focus more on cash flow than appreciation, which is for a whole nother video. But anyway, I had and you have 2 options when it comes to dividend stocks. Okay, you could either A, pick your own dividend stocks that you believe will continue to cash flow and appreciate over time, or B, you can invest into a fund or an ETF with a collection of dividend paying stocks. And I chose to do the latter with Vanguard, which, as you can see, they offer a few different dividend focused ETFs, and I liked the VYM. But overall, I love investing into funds or ETFs because they offer more diversification, which can help reduce your overall risk exposure. Now, most stock dividends make their payments quarterly, so on my $100,000 investment, I was able to earn about $450 per quarter pre-tax. So overall, on my risk scale, I would rate a total market dividend fund a 3 out of 5, but dividend investing can go all the way up to a level 5 risk if you are picking individual stocks. Also, it's important to note that most dividends are considered to be short-term capital gains, so make sure you add that note next to your list of passive income ideas. Okay, number 3, I have staking crypto coins. Now, before I even start to talk about this one, let me go ahead and let you know that on my risk scale, I have this as a 5 out of 5 level risk. Shoot, I would even have this as a 6 out of 5 if I could defy physics. So let me go ahead and explain. So crypto can be summarized as a technology asset that allows you to trade products, goods, and services. Now, some people deem crypto as an alternative currency, but right now, the IRS defines it as a property or an asset. Okay, Cool. Now, taking your crypto and staking it is kind of like taking your cash and putting it into a bank CD, because basically what you're doing is you're locking up your crypto where you can't exchange it or sell it or anything like that. And in return, you expect to get paid an interest yield for staking your coins over a defined period term. Now, there are some things that happen in the background when you're staking your crypto, but this isn't a crypto video, and I'm not gonna get into all of that for this video. The overall point here is you can get some crazy high returns and some passive income by staking your crypto. Crypto.com emphasizes that you can make up to 14.5% per year on some of their coins. But again, all this is very risky because the crypto market is very volatile. And I personally have unrealized losses from staking crypto and trying to use it as a means to make passive income. But ultimately, I made this investment because, okay, I tend to learn better when I have a vested interest and I put money up because it motivates me to figure out how things work. It's kind of like when you are paying college tuition where you know that you're paying for these classes, so you want to try to pass it on your first try. But I have to admit that this is definitely extreme and a bit of a luxury that I personally have. So when it comes to the numbers, I invested about $50,000 staking crypto, and as of now, I'm going to say that I'm making $0 per month in passive income with it, but I am hoping that the markets turn around and my stakes eventually pay off. But either way it goes, I am graduating from the Crypto Staking University. Which brings me to my next high-risk passive income investment, number 4, NFTs or non-fungible tokens. So I own 10 digital NFTs called ICE wearables that are a part of the Decentraland metaverse. And these NFTs are kind of like clothes that you wear inside of the metaverse, but these clothes have special utility because you must own one of these NFTs or ICE wearable items to get on exclusive poker tables. And on these poker tables, you can't lose money like you can in traditional poker, but you can make money, specifically ICE cryptocurrency, which can be later exchanged for US dollars. Now listen, since I own 3 other businesses, I don't have time to play poker or games all day, but what's great is I can delegate or allow other people to rent my NFT. And each time they earn ICE crypto, I earn ICE crypto as well, so it's like true passive income for me. Now, when it comes to the numbers, I have invested about $30,000 to acquire my 10 ICE wearable NFTs. And when it comes to my monthly passive income, well, okay, that's been very inconsistent because remember, crypto and NFTs are very volatile assets. So I went from each NFT making me about $10 a day to now making me only about $2 a day, which isn't horrible, right? Like I'm still seeing $600 a month in passive income from my NFTs, which is great. But who knows what happens next, right? Like it could continue to decline. And that's why this is a 5 out of 5 on my risk scale. And I'm only investing money that I can afford to lose without drastically impacting my lifestyle. Okay, let's go ahead and dial the risk back and discuss the next passive income idea that I have implemented that I'm super excited to tell you about, which is number 5, YouTube and social media. Now, YouTube is a great place to make both active and passive income. Let me explain. So just about every major social media platform makes money by allowing companies to run ads on their platform. And so when you're on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, then you're probably seeing these sponsored ads every few times that you scroll or every time you click on a video. And so these social media platforms know that in order to attract users and advertisers, they need to have really good content published on their platform. And so they build out these partner programs where they say something like, hey Sean, tell you what, if you can make really good YouTube videos that advertisers want to promote on, then hey, we'll split what they pay us with you. And so YouTube creators like myself, after meeting specific requirements, can join a partner program and start generating ad revenue by allowing ads to be shown on our videos and other content. And you can make money doing the same thing with YouTube or even other social media platforms. But I have to admit, okay, making high quality content and videos is a very active activity. Like, we consistently made videos for months, spending hours every week planning and creating content before we were even able to join YouTube's partner program. So then why do I have this on my list of passive income ideas? Well, here's the thing, okay? Even though I might spend 20 hours making a video like this one, this video can last forever. And the goal is for this video to get views year after year after year, so it eventually turns into a video that is making me money while I sleep. For example, here's a video I made on how to start a business. And as you can see, I made this video a couple of years ago, but it still gets a great amount of views and makes ad revenue today in 2022. And so since YouTube is both an active and passive income stream for me, I would say on the passive side, I make an extra $2,000 per month from making YouTube videos. Now, I love this passive income idea along with the next one because it is something that anyone can do even if they don't have money to invest yet. So let's talk about number 5.5, digital products. So this one correlates a lot with having a social media presence because once you do, then again, you can spend some time up front creating a digital product that you can make passive income from forever. Okay, some examples of digital products you could create could be something like ebooks or templates and workbooks or journals and coloring books or online courses or downloadable music, recipes and guides, and a lot more. And creating a digital product allows you to always have a call to action or something to sell. The key is to make your product evergreen or relevant for the long term so it never goes out of style, and it is something that can actually make you passive income for a lifetime. Now, I've been refining my digital products to make them even more evergreen, but when they were available, then they made me an extra $500 per month passively. And as far as risk, well, the biggest thing you have to lose is your personal time along with maybe some small equipment costs. So as long as you don't do something crazy like quit your job before even making money with social media or YouTube, then digital products and YouTube is a 2 out of 5 on my risk scale. Okay, let's talk about my second biggest stream on my list of passive income ideas for you. Number 6, real estate. So real estate is where I have invested majority of my cash. Right now, I have $1 million invested into rental property, and I'll tell you why, okay? Because real estate is one of the biggest asset classes in the world and often considered to be one of the safest investments that there is. While at the same time, real estate offers some amazing tax advantages. Now remember, most real estate rental activities are considered to be passive unless, of course, you qualify as a real estate professional in the eyes of the IRS. IRS. Okay. Anyway, so that means even if you're doing everything yourself, right? Like you are finding the property, you are getting the loans, you are maybe interviewing the tenants and doing showings, you are handling all the maintenance requests and making sure the property doesn't have any issues. Even if you're doing all of that and you're spending more than 500 hours, it would still more than likely be considered a passive activity. Now, I know some people love having control or they aspire to build real estate empires, but for me, real estate investing is just another way to build wealth and get a little bit of passive income. And since I have so many other things going on, what I like to do is invest in real estate syndications where I am the limited partner and someone else is the general partner who, okay, they handle everything dealing with the property required to make sure it generates cash flow and appreciates, right? Like this would be stuff like finding the property, finding the tenants, collecting the rent, enforcing all the rules for the community, handling all the maintenance requests, and so on, so that I can focus on active income streams like helping people with tax planning and tax preparation. Now, to invest in real estate syndications, you must be an accredited investor, which means that you make over $250,000 in income per year, or you have at least a $1 million net worth. And because of these requirements, when I first started getting into real estate investing, I used passive income idea 6.5 REITs, or real estate investing trusts. Because just about anyone can invest into REITs with a very small investment, and the return on capital can be huge. So a REIT, or real estate investment trust, is a company that owns, operates, or finances income generating real estate, and is closely modeled after mutual funds. So basically, REITs pull together the capital from a number of different investors. They invest that capital into real estate so that investor doesn't have to buy, manage, or finance any of the properties themselves. And because of that, REITs were a great place for me to start when I first started trying to do some real estate investing, because I was able to learn a lot from other experienced real estate investors, and I was able to start making some passive income almost immediately. Now, I have an entire video where I break down how to get started in real estate as a beginner, where I break down my entire REIT portfolio. So what I'll do is link a video in the description so you can check that out after you finish this video. Now, on my real estate investments, I'm bringing in an extra $5,000 per month, and that's a low estimate. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's more than that, but I didn't want to overshoot either. Now, on my risk scale, I have real estate investments at a 2.5 to 3 out of 5, okay? Because you can pick a bad deal or a bad fund or a bad property even in the best market. But if you can educate yourself or partner with people who have a strong track record, then you can hopefully minimize a lot of the risks associated with real estate investing. Okay, on to my biggest income stream of all. I have number 7, my business. So first, if you made it this far in this video, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. And secondly, and more importantly, you've made it to the best part of this video, because here's where I start to reveal the secret to making massive amounts of passive income. So throughout this video, you've probably noticed that for every passive income idea, there was an investment that was required. And so here's the truth, okay? In order to make passive income, you first have to make an investment. And this is usually in the form of investing your time or your money, and sometimes your resources or connections. Well, my biggest active income stream, and the one that powers all of my passive income investments, is my marketing business. Okay, and I put years of hard work into that business, working late nights and early mornings until it got to a point where it was making a crazy amount of cash flow. And so I put some of that cash to the side for emergencies, and then I took the rest of that cash and I started making smart investments. Okay, I started taking some of the money and I started investing into stocks, and then I started investing into real estate, and then I started investing into YouTube and other businesses, and then I started investing into some of the more risky investments we talked about, like the crypto stuff and the NFT stuff. Okay, but overall, the key with all of this is I invested, okay? I didn't go out and I didn't buy fancy sports cars or huge mansions or designer clothing or backstage passes, right? Like none of that. I just continued to invest and continue to expand. And this is what it takes, right? Like you have to be ready to make an investment, because you need capital to start making investments. So that means you need to start hustling to get the capital to invest. Whether that's through making more income at a job you currently have, or taking matters into your own hands and starting up some type of side hustle. And if you can do that well enough, then you may be able to transition into passive income idea number 7.5, become a passive business owner. So in the marketing business that I own, what we've done is we've hired a management team, and for the most part, I am completely hands off. And becoming a passive business owner where you do not materially participate in any of the business operations is perhaps the biggest stream of passive income you can possibly have. Having a significant stake in a growth stage business can produce unlimited cash returns. I'm talking like 1,000+% growth, whereas stuff like real estate and stocks are typically not going to see more than 30% growth year over year. So then how do you become what I call a passive business owner? Well, it's very similar to number 5, okay? You can try to do what venture capitalists do and identify a business that you want to buy or invest in, and then either stick with the current management team or hire your own team to run the day-to-day operations. Okay, so overall, the key to making passive income is making the right investments with your active income. And in my opinion, you should be trying to accelerate your income first and then start making smart investments after that while resisting the urge to splurge. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I felt very vulnerable and slightly uncomfortable talking about some of this stuff. So let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Coming up next, I have 2 more videos that I've referenced that I will link at the end of this video. So make sure you check those out if you haven't already, and I'll see you over there.